This is a Fox 17 winter weather alert.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. 4:14 now on this Monday afternoon. It's been a chilly day. We did manage to squeeze out a high temperature of 34 degrees in Grand Rapids, but that was brief. And now we're back down to 30 and continuing to drop off slowly but surely. If you're headed out here over the next several hours, 26 degrees at 7 o'clock. Kind of level off to some degree, I think, kind of hinging on how many clouds are going to be around. I would suspect partly cloudy skies to perhaps becoming mostly cloudy again at times for the late evening and overnight. And those clouds could yield a rare flurry here or there. Cannot rule that out. Temps will be in the mid-20s. Eventually we'll drop into the lower 20s, I do believe, by daybreak on Tuesday. And that's when we got some snow to talk about, not for tomorrow during the day, but later at night and into the early morning hours of Wednesday. More to come. Temps right now, a degree, right around 30 degrees, generally there or just above. But again, we're getting into that time of the day where the sun is getting very low on the horizon and we're getting prepared to drop off just a bit. Now, when you've got breezes around 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 25, as we've had for a number of hours, we won't see the mercury really start to plummet initially. But those winds should taper back a little bit, at least, a little bit by late evening, though still some breezes even overnight. So that will prevent, along with some of the clouds that'll be around a big drop off on a thermometer. Wind chills right now, though, right around 20 degrees. Expect that to be the case into tomorrow morning, even falling back into the middle teens, I think, as you're stepping outside on Tuesday. So some snow does arrive, I think, around 9 to 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. It'll be a light to moderate snow, can come down and accumulate, though, as we get into the overnight period, such that by the time we wake up on Wednesday morning, I think we'll have our biggest accumulation of the season thus far. That's not saying a whole lot because we've only had 1.6 inches in Grand Rapids, but the prospect is out there to pick up a solid, say, 2 to 3 inches out of this locally and even a little bit more off into our northern counties. Another system for New Year's Day. A lot of questions on that one, how it's going to play out, but that could provide a wintry mix as well at some point early on Friday, transitioning to some rain as we go along. We'll widen the scope here across the eastern United States. Big area of high pressure. It's kind of a dirty high, fair amount of clouds underneath it. That comes atop us for the overnight and tomorrow, so precluding any rain or snow throughout the daylight stretch on Tuesday. But a system over the four corners and some extension, an extension of energy off to the north into southern Canada. You can see some clouds there across those southern provinces, and that system will come together to produce a wide array of winter weather advisories, even some winter storm warnings out to our west. So some of that moisture is going to stretch in here. It looks like after around 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, even for our southern counties not under the winter weather advisories, there can be some light accumulations of snow very late on Tuesday night. Let's go to the RPM model, watch the numbers as well. We get back down into the middle 20s for a number of hours tonight, perhaps down into the lower 20s by the time we start off on Tuesday morning. You'll see there are some clouds out there, so calling it partly to mostly cloudy. And then actually some of those clouds should begin to wane as we get towards daybreak, and some sunshine around tomorrow morning that helps to elevate the temps back into the lower 30s. But clouds will be on the increase during the afternoon, folks. And you see this area of snowfall that will be coming in, say 9, 10 o'clock, and then picking up the pace a bit in the overnight period. This won't be a classic winter storm, but it will provide a several-hour stretch where we can get, say, a 2-3 inch type of a snow in Grand Rapids, lesser amounts to the south and greater amounts up towards Fremont and Big Rapids. Make it a little switch over to a mixture of sorts as readings rise into the middle 30s by late morning on Wednesday, early afternoon. This is off the European model. I like this depiction. A few inches certainly possible in Grand Rapids, maybe 4 or 5 inches off to our northern extreme zones there, and lesser down to the south where temperatures will be warming up quicker. But still some slippery roads down to the south as you may get a little wintry mixture of sorts for a few hours in there. And then that next system, Doug, we're tracking on Friday. Look at the temps, though. Not bad. We're getting into January starting on Friday, Doug, and we're running well in the 30s.
Yeah, you're not going to hear too many complaints, I don't think. Thank you, Anthony.